Ozark Season 4 Part 2. The trailer has been dropped, everyone. I actually did not realize this. For anybody who doesn't know, in my opinion, Ozark is the best TV show to ever be released on Netflix, or at least one of the best. And it is on my top 5, potentially top 3 TV shows of all time as well. I love everything about this show. I love Jason Bateman. He is one of my favorite actors of all time. So because of that, I gotta support this show any way I can. Let's just jump right in and watch Season 4 Part 2's trailer together. I'm excited and a little nervous.
I'm just sick of having blood on my hands, Wendy. It doesn't bother you?
You're so desperate to be the good guy.
I'm telling you, she's the villain.
She's lost her whole family because she met us.
Why do you choose everyone else over your family? Don't back out on me when we're almost done. Don't do that to me.
Avi dies. Everything that we work for just falls apart.
Welcome to my fucking world.
Wendy, I'm scared.
Oh, mama, I'm in fear for my life from the law.
We're in a lot of danger.
That's your choice. You're just another criminal to me now.
I can go to Mexico and reestablish your control.
You really think everything you do is to protect your family?
You suggested this life.
We chose this together.
You were a good salesman.
This will be the end of day for the
What the fuck? Okay, well, we knew that Ruth was gonna be on a rampage at the end of Part 1. And we knew she was gonna probably go off and kill some people or do some pretty big things. Wasn't expecting her to full out kill Javi in the trailer. Now look, we all know how trailers work nowadays. There could be fake scenes. Editing is at an all-time high nowadays. They could have edited a bunch of scenes together to make it look like one particular scene. We don't fully see him die in the trailer. We do see him get shot. He gets shot twice, right point blank, dead in the center from Ruth. I mean, any sane person would say, yeah, that guy's dead. Who truly knows? We'll only find out once the second part of the season does come out. Although, at first glance, he's dead. And very interesting because he was such a threat in the first part of Season 4. And not just that, he was an annoyance, he was an irritation, he was frustrating, and he was also kind of scary because he was a bit of a loose cannon, and you knew that he did not like Marty or Wendy in the first part of Season 4. And to get rid of him, you are now removing that threat in the second part of Season 4, but what rises from that? What's the danger that comes from that? Now, Marty has to go down to Mexico to control the cartel, to essentially be a replacement kingpin as of right now. It feels like there's going to be a ton of stories going on at once. And if you haven't seen my review for Part 1, I said this exactly too, that there were so many stories going on at once. But the thing that was so great about the show is it never felt like it was too much. It never felt like you were lost or you were missing things or things weren't adding up. Everyone had their own story and it was all coming into fruition together at the right times. And that's why for the second part of season 4, I'm not worried about everyone having their own storylines because I am more than sure that by the end of it, everything will tie in very, very nicely. You clearly are going to have Marty doing his thing in Mexico. You're going to have Wendy doing her thing with the charity events and whatever else she wants to do. You got Ruth going on a rampage. You have Marty and Wendy's kids who seem to be doing something with a little bit of money there as well. A lot is happening, but not a lot of good. I don't see how this show ends on the best of terms. I'm sure someone or some ones have to die. There are plenty of characters who could meet their end. Marty could meet his end, maybe one last sacrifice to keep his family safe, and that in turn leads to his death. It could be Ruth. Maybe Ruth finally meets her end and joins her family. Pretty much everyone in her family is gone except for one person, so she could die herself. There's a lot of option here, but the thing that's so great about the show is they don't make anything ever obvious. Nothing is ever going to be clear cut and simple. It is a show that will subvert your expectations, but in the best way possible. Before this airs on April 29th, I just have to say all props to Jason Bateman and the writing team, producing team for allowing so many of these characters to shine and become such a pivotal part of the show, because now at the end of the day, you're not really just worried about Marty, you are worried about every single character. But I also do want to really pinpoint on Jason Bateman here. Currently, right now, I'm rewatching Arrested Development, which honestly, say what you will about seasons 4 and 5, but seasons 1, 2, and 3 might be some of the best comedy out there, even to this day. And seeing Jason Bateman, knowing that he is somewhat of a comedian, he uses his dry humor to come off as really funny, which he is. He's always had the talent. He's always been more than just a comedian, writer, producer, director, actor, whatever it may be. And seeing him put all of his effort in a show like Ozark and really just carry the show through his performance. And I'm not saying he carried the entire show. Everyone has a performance that carries the show. But let's just recognize how damn good Jason Bateman is. And from the small snippets we saw of him in this trailer, it looks like it's gonna be unbelievable. He might be one of the most ruthless versions of Marty we've seen in all 4 seasons. I'm getting a good feeling about this. It's very unfortunate that the show has to end here, but you know what? Sometimes good things have to come to an end, and this does feel like it would be the perfect place to end it. Instead of doing what a lot of people tend to do, they carry on these popular shows because a lot of people like them, and they try and craft stories that don't really make sense or don't really have the same effect as the seasons that everybody loved. It's better to end it on a great note rather than dragging it on with no clear-cut plan. This is what they seem like they're going to be doing, and I cannot wait for April 29th. But anyways, everyone, I'm not going to keep this video too long. Just going to wait for it to premiere, and then I'll watch it all, and then make a video about my thoughts on how the entire show ended. If you do want to see my thoughts on part 1 of season 4, I'll put the link in the description below or a tag in the video. Also, drop in the comments below what you thought of the trailer if you are into Ozark and if you have seen it yourself. Let me know what you're looking forward to and what you hope to see in part 2 of season 4. All right, guys, that's it for this one. I'll talk to you all very soon.